In today's video, we're reacting to a video about Apple and its profits dropping. I don't know what's going on here. I think something is happening in China, and I don't really know the details, but hopefully they will give us everything we need to know about this issue in this video. So if you enjoyed the video, please say so. If you want to see more videos from my channel, subscribe, press the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah.
Calamity is everywhere. Former Apple competitor profits drop over 40%. China's tech giant Huawei recorded modest revenue growth for the third quarter, with $62 billion, or 445.8 billion yuan, a loss of more than $1.4 billion compared to a year ago. Based on Reuters calculations, its profits dropped to $3.73 billion, down 42.45% year-on-year. However, this result is within the expectations of Huawei leaders. Reuters reported on August 23rd that Ren Zhengfei, founder of telecoms Huawei, has told staff that the company's future survival must focus on profits and cash flow, instead of pursuing hierarchy as the global economy faces recession. Ren said, "We have to survive first, and we'll have a future if we can survive." Why is Huawei in such a dire situation? The US accused it of cooperating with Iran, despite US sanctions on Iran, especially as the firm is related to the Chinese Communist Army. Therefore, Washington blacklisted Huawei Technologies Company in 2019. In 2020, the Federal Communications Commission classified Huawei as a national security threat to US communications networks. Moreover, in Britain and certain EU countries, the company has been removed from supplier lists for mobile networks, including 5G. The sanctions severely hurt Huawei's handset business, which dominated 42% of the China market in 2019. As a result, the firm is now struggling with its business and being left behind by its competitors. It even lags behind its former budget smartphone Honor, which it sold in 2020. The firm had to dissolve its mass-market phone division and restrict access to semiconductors essential to its success. Its primary businesses, such as servers, were also ravaged after US sanctions were imposed. After Washington banned it from acquiring US technology, the former Apple competitor was forced out of many overseas markets. Washington banned it from acquiring US technology, including the Kirin chipsets designed by HiSilicon. Huawei introduced the Mate XS2 foldable phone earlier this year, but it was only compatible with 4G networks in the age of 5G. In addition, it comes at a premium cost, beginning at over $1,880 for a version of 8GB of RAM and 512GB of storage. And the Chinese buyers are protesting Huawei's expensive smartphone's absence of 5G services. Michael Li, the owner of a Shenzhen-based repair shop, says, "In just a week after Huawei launched Mate 50, hundreds of people have approached me to modify their Mate 50 so that it can support 5G networks." Lee says some customers even asked him if he could swap their Mate 40's chips for the new ones. Mate 40 is a Huawei 5G phone from a prior generation. Yet sources told The Times that Huawei is eager to reintroduce 5G phones to the market quickly. But analysts predict that Huawei will have difficulty regaining worldwide market share without Google, even if it successfully relaunches 5G phones. Due to US restrictions, Huawei can no longer access Google, which prevents its phones from running widely used programs like Gmail and the Google Play Store. In addition, the less sophisticated chips could affect user experience, especially compared to the company's earlier smartphones and Apple's iPhone 14. Yet, late in 2020, the US released a secret weapon called the Foreign Direct Product Rule. With this provision, if a product was made in another country but used US technology, the US government can stop it from being sold. Brady Wong is an analyst at Counterpoint, a global industry analysis firm. He said that Huawei can still buy some supplies, but only the ones from the last generation, not the most advanced ones. Zeho Ying, managing director at China Renaissance, a Chinese financial institution, said, "To put it mildly, Chinese companies are basically going back to the Stone Age." Carl Freund is a chip consultant at Cambrian AI Research. He said that China now needs to develop its own manufacturing and processing technologies to replace those used in the US and the West. He said it could take China 5 to 10 years to catch up to modern technology. To solve this problem, Huawei is quietly supporting a chip startup that may help it evade US sanctions. Sources told Bloomberg that a former Huawei executive is now setting up a chip-producing plant in Shenzhen called Peng Xingwei IC Manufacturing Company, or PXW. PXW is supported by the same Shenzhen Municipal Administration that assisted in the takeover of Huawei's Honor smartphone subsidiary in 2020. The company plans to start acquiring chip production material by the first half of 2023. Sources said Huawei is poised to purchase most, if not all, of its output. PXW stated that it has signed contracts with suppliers and plans to start production in 2025. According to a person familiar with the company's plans, the development will begin on its 28nm technology, 6 manufacturing generations behind the most cutting edge. Bloomberg noted that PXW would need more capacity to rival Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, which used to be Huawei's supplier. The U.S. Department of Commerce's Bureau of Industry and Security, or BIS, told Bloomberg BIS is constantly on the lookout for efforts to evade export controls, including those related to parties on the entity list, like Huawei. BIS uses open-source, proprietary, and classified information to substantiate and then, when appropriate, apply our administrative or criminal law enforcement, as well as regulatory tools to address violations.
Jesus. It seems like I was wrong. I thought this video was about Apple and its profits dropping for 2022, but it's not. It's about Huawei and the US busy putting more ban on this company and trying to make it harder for this company to succeed. Like, I don't think the US banned Huawei for all these reasons they keep stating, that it's supporting rogue nations, that it's spying on its citizens. I think the government was threatened by Huawei's progress, because I remember thinking that this company went from being unknown and now all of a sudden this company is almost at the same level as Samsung and Apple, and I think they saw that this company was succeeding way too much and its technology was growing faster and faster, and they thought they should slow it down, and hence them even banning the company from using chips. I think they're trying to make sure they leave Huawei back at the Stone Age so that they cannot compete with Apple and Samsung as it used to. But I don't know. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, please say so in the comment section below so I can find more videos to react to and do more reactions for you guys. Until next time, peace.